Hi class, it's Miss Alana, and for lesson time, we are outside. So you may hear some noises like a car passing by, or you may hear some birds chirping, or my neighbors outside working on their yards, or they may laugh and they might be having a good time, but we're gonna be doing lesson time and have a good time too. So we've been learning about space. And so today we're gonna learn about the moon. How fun is that? So I have so many facts about the moon that we're gonna be learning about. So I have a game we're gonna play while we learn about the moon. So I have this piece of paper and it has stars on it. Do you see all the beautiful stars? And I have the moon. We're gonna place the moon right here. Now, I have a rocket ship, and we're going to be in the rocket ship on our way to the moon. So, with every fact that I teach you, we're gonna move a little bit closer to the moon until we are on the moon. So, I'm gonna put us right here. And we're gonna learn so much about the moon and get to land on the moon. How fun is that? Okay, so the first fact that I have is when we're outside looking at the moon. Do you guys go outside to look at the moon at night? I do sometimes. Okay, so when we're looking at the moon, we see only one side of it, and the side that we see is called the near side. And so there's another side to the moon that we don't see, and that side is called the far side. It's sometimes called the dark side, but I don't know why it's called the dark side, because the sun shines on all of the moon. It's not just one side. So that's our first fact, is that the side that we see is called the near side, and the other side is called the far side. Can you say the near side and the far side? Good job. Okay, I'm gonna move us a little closer. Look, we moved just a little bit. Okay, the second fact I have, can you hold up 2 fingers? Good job. Okay, the second fact I have about the moon is that there's a lunar eclipse. Do you know what a lunar eclipse is? Okay, a lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth is between the sun and the moon. Lunar eclipses occur when the Earth's shadow blocks the sun's light, which otherwise reflects off the moon. So, when the Earth is between the sun and the moon, that's called a lunar eclipse. Isn't that so neat? Okay, we're gonna move it just a little more. Ready? Okay, count with me. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Okay, we moved just a little more. Okay, now the third fact I have is that there are different phases of the moon. Have you ever looked outside and seen that the moon is kind of like a sliver, or there's only a little bit of the moon, or a big moon, and it's full and such a circle? Well, I have a piece of paper, and it shows us all the phases of the moon. So, first we have a full moon, and then I don't know how to say that, a waning gibbous. So it's like a crescent. Do you see that? Have you ever seen that kind of moon? Oh, I guess it's a little more than a crescent. So that, the dark spot is where the moon isn't anymore. That's a shadow. And then there's the last quarter. So it's only half. You only see half of the moon. And then we have the waning crescent. And so we see a crescent moon right there. And then there's a new moon. And so we don't really see any moon. And then a waxing crescent. So we see another crescent, but it's the other side. And then we see the first quarter. And so we see half of the moon. And then the waxing gibbous, I think that's how you say it. I may be wrong, but the waxing gibbous, which is when you see most of the moon. And then you have the full moon again. And you have, it goes all over again. And so the full moon and that, and the next step, and the next step, until we're back again to the full moon. So it goes all in a circle. And it's around the earth. Isn't that so neat? Okay. So we're gonna move our rocket ship a little bit closer. Ready? Count with me. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Whoa! We're gonna move it right here. There we go. Look, we're so much closer to the moon. Okay. Now, the next fact I have is that the surface of the moon features a huge number of impact craters. Can you say craters? Good job. So these craters are from comets and asteroids that have collided with the surface over time. So because the moon lacks an atmosphere or weather, these craters remain well preserved. So the moon was hit by asteroids and comets. Do you know what an asteroid and comet are? So asteroids are made of metals and rocky material. And comets are made of ice, dust, and rocky material. So they're basically just rocks, flying rocks in space. And they hit the moon sometimes, and they create these craters. A crater is a hole, kind of. It's a dip. Kind of looks like a dip. It looks like a hole, too. And so they hit the moon over time, and that creates a crater. Isn't that kind of neat? Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3, blast off. Whoa, here we're gonna fly a little. And we're gonna land right here. Okay. The next fact is, did you know that we would not weigh the same on Earth? A person, a human, would not weigh the same on Earth. And that's because the moon has a weaker gravity than Earth. And gravity is what holds us to the Earth. And so when we accidentally trip and we fall, that's called gravity pulling us down back to Earth. Isn't that kind of neat? So on the moon, we wouldn't weigh the same. We would only weigh just a little. And that's why when you see movies, when an astronaut jumps on the Earth, he kind of jumps really high and takes his time going back down. That's kind of neat, huh? Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Whoa! There we go. We are so close. And I only have one more fact. Okay. So, when we're looking at the moon, it kind of looks the same size as the sun, huh? But guess what? They are not the same size. The sun and the moon aren't the same size. Did you know? From Earth, they may look the same size, but that's because the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun. But it is 400 times closer to the Earth. Isn't that crazy? So, it's 400 times smaller than the sun. How many times smaller? 400. That is a whole lot smaller, huh? But it is also 400 times closer to Earth. How close is it? 400 times closer than the sun. So, they're not the same size, but that's okay because they may look it, but the moon is 400 times smaller and it's closer to Earth. Isn't that so neat? Okay, get ready. Okay, we're gonna count from 10 this time. Ready? Hold up your fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off! And it lands on the moon. That is so much fun. Let's give ourselves a silent cheer. Get ready. Do jazz hands. Good job, superstar friends. I will see you next time. Bye.